Before we dive deeper into Lucky Legends universe, I want to take a moment to recognize the incredible individuals who made the game a reality. We are proud to have a dedicated team with diverse skills and talents. These are the remarkable individuals who combine their skills, creativity, and dedication to bring Lucky Legends to life. Together, we forged a game that we believe will capture your hearts and keep you entertained. Now, without further ado, let's continue to our journey through Lucky Legends World.
This is Kyril Anam, and I was in charge of the multiplayer character selection page. First, let me begin by giving the overview of our game, which centers around an arcade-style fighting game where you can play single-player mode or multiplayer mode. The players choose their characters, ready up, and then roll to see the winner. It's a simple idea, but because we can't use JavaScript, it becomes a challenge.
So for our workflow using Kanban methodology, we held regular meetings, and ultimately we settled on the dice game. We bounced around ideas on what the dice game should be and went with a flowchart to design what we wanted our website to do. You can see here it has a basic action game, like an arcade-style fighting game flow. We wanted to practice test-driven style development, so we wanted something more tangible early on, something that we could use to, kind of show proof of concept of what the project is going to be and have something to refer back to as we all did our individual pages. You could see that it's really simple, but it got our ideas down. As we moved on from the demo phases, we started working more on our own ideas and things that we would like to see in it. And then towards the end of the second phase is when we started testing and giving each other feedback on our pages and kind of like sharing ideas and different CSS stylings and effects that we could use that looked nice throughout all of the pages.
Hello, this is Roshni Patel. Today I'm going to go over the solution that we came up for our application and the result page that we created for this web application. So first of all, as we mentioned earlier, the biggest challenge for this project we had was the restriction of not using the JavaScript. It would have been very easier to generate the six-sided dice roll if we had to use the JavaScript. So to work around with this restriction, we decided to create a simulation of what the game would have been looked like if we had no limitations. This forced us to develop clever and creative solutions using CSS styling.
This is just your typical looking like arcade style. The text drops down using a slide in effect where it starts 40% up from where it normally sits and then slowly transitions down to where it sits. I wanted to expand on it a little more. So it took us a little while. We were actually originally using GIFs, but over some time we found some Unicode characters that are actual dice faces. So we're able to use that. And I created this dice rain effect. When the page loads, it kind of just drops a bunch of dice down. For this page, just to make things a little bit more appealing, when you hover over something, the dice roll drops, and you can see here the keyframes, depending on what die face you want, you just have the 100% on that one. So for example, for single player, it stops at 1, and then for multiplayer, it stops at 2.
In this page, you have two sides, player 1 and player 2. They both have the same character options, but we mirrored all player 2 characters to give that fighting game feel and make it seem like the two are facing off. We did this by making a mirror class with transform scale x equals -1, which flips all the images. We also gave each character an icon box where, when hovered, a description of the character with a typewriter animation field would pop up, and when clicked, would select the character for the battle. The typewriter animation is done by using keyframe, where the width goes from 0% to 100% in 1 second. We also created a label for each character, and using the type radio, we specified that the input is a radio button, and the name character-player1 or character-player2 is the name of the radio button. This was used to group all the radio buttons together so that only one of them can be selected at a time for each group. Like, you could only choose one character from player 1, or you could only choose one character from player 2. Also, like most fighting games, we needed to add a button that will show that both players are ready and can begin the match. We did this by making the button initially be in plain white text, but once hovered over it, you could see it turn into a blue button to prompt the user that an action is required when ready. We did this by using the hover aspect of CSS and changed the background color to blue and added a border to resemble a button. After clicking the button, it turns into a green button that stretches in width and has a check mark to signify that the player is in fact ready to begin the match.
Welcome to the heart-pounding Fight Dice Battle page, where two players engage in a thrilling combat by rolling dice to determine their fate. This dynamic is captivating. Battlefield is designed to keep players engaged and to keep them on the edge of their seats. This page star feature is the fade-in animation. This grabs your attention from the moment it loads. Player 1 and Player 2 characters smoothly emerge into view, enhancing the overall visual appeal. It's not just about the aesthetics. This animation adds an element of suspense and excitement to the experience. And remember the continue button? Right at the center of the action, it becomes even more irresistible as your cursor hovers over it, inviting you to take the next step into the game. This is small but impactful detail maintains player involvement and ensures the excitement never wanes. In the heart of the page, the versus symbol unites both players as they prepare for their epic clash. The characters' expressions and the anticipation in the air add to the sense of impending battle. The visual element builds excitement and sets the stage for an unforgettable showdown. As we wrap up our journey through the accelerating Fight Dice Battle page, it's clear that Lucky Legends is more than just a game. It is an immersive experience. From the captivating fade-in animation to the irresistible continue button and the tension building with the versus symbol, every element is carefully designed to keep you thrilled and engaged.
So here in this dice game, two players from both sides face off to determine the ultimate winner, and the result page is displaying that winner. The result page also displays the picture of the character that was selected by that winning player. After the picture, there is a continue button which offers a pop-up to the next match and exit to choose from for the player. Next match button takes player to screen where they can choose the character and play the game again. An exit button allows player to go back to the welcome page of the game. This result page provides a perfect closer to each battle and let the player enjoy their victory.
Hello everyone, my name is Keshav, and today we're going to explore the code, design, and testing behind this captivating battle webpage. Our project is a result of a meticulous development, and it's essential to understand how it all comes together. When a character loses in battle, we created two mesmerizing animations to illustrate the impact. The first animation involves a brief 2-second flash, causing the player to disappear momentarily. The second animation, known as a shake, adds a dynamic element by making the character image quiver. If the hit was critical, the image spins and as it vanishes, adding an extra layer of dramatic flair. Since the inspiration for this page draws from older Pokemon games, it's important to know that those games were limited in technology, and so were we. Therefore, we decided to use simple animations mirroring the approach of the original games. The expanding background container also nods to that era. In later generation games, when you entered a random encounter, the screen would stretch out, displaying each character in a distinctive way. We achieved this by setting the container to a specific width and letting it grow slightly larger to expand the battlefield, replicating the captivating experience of classic Pokemon battles. Before we get deeper into the code and its design elements, it's important to highlight the significance to testing and maintaining consistency. Our testing page is a crucial part of our development process, ensuring that all pages on our website remain consistent and aligned with our collective design decisions. We double-check every detail, guaranteeing a seamless and engaging user experience. This phase allows us to catch any inconsistencies or design discrepancies, making the necessary adjustments for the polished final product. With a blend of keyframe animations, captivating design choices, and the dedication to preserving the essence of classic Pokemon games, we've created a webpage that is not only visually engaging but also stays true to the nostalgia that it inspired.
Welcome to the electrifying world of Lucky Legends, where the luck and legends collide for the ultimate game showdown. Buckle up because we're about to take you on a wild ride. Let's dive into it. Ever dreamt of commanding heroes, wizards, or legendary warriors in a dice rolling battle royale? Look no further because Lucky Legends is here to make your dream come true. Let's dive into it and let's look at the single player mode first.
Okay, for single player, we got a few different characters to choose from here. Let's go ahead and start with Michael Jackson. So let's start the game. And this is single player arcade styled mode. So it's a 3-match game where we're going just the main character has 2 lives and we go through 3 battles. So let's go ahead and see the results of the first game. This page, it's inspired by Pokemon. If you ever played the game, it might be a little obvious. And looks like we won that first one 5-3. So we'll go ahead and continue. We got our nice little result screen with the special GIF and some nice effects. So next match, it's randomized. We have Patrick Star. Should be a pretty easy one. And then this page, it's inspired by like old school loading screens in video games. Sometimes they'd put nice animations or cool little effects like this. So you have something to watch while it loads. And then here we go. Let's see the results of this one. Yeah, 3-4. So looks like I lost that one. And we'll go ahead and the lost page. So some of those games they would like mimic you or mock you when you would lose, and I always thought that was kind of frustrating, especially when I was younger. So I kind of got something, kind of a page that's designed like that to make you feel a little bad for losing. And we'll go ahead and give this one another shot here. So retry. And that expansion effect on the background, that was also inspired by Pokemon. And critical hit 6, the highest roll, signified by that nice spinning image as the character disappears. They got knocked out, so we definitely win that one. And we'll go ahead and go to the final match. It's against Mega Man. So we'll go ahead and see the results here. Yeah, all the little fade-ins and stuff, that's just inspired by old loading screens. And 5-2. Look at that. So finished off single player mode. We get this nice special little cutscene. It's kind of, I think it's Tekken or one of those older fighting games when you would. I think a couple of them actually do it when you finish a single player arcade campaign. You actually get to see a little cutscene about the main character that you played as. But yeah, that's it for single player.
Now that we've explored the single player mode, let's dive headfirst into the exciting world of multiplayer gameplay. Get ready for a whole new level of challenges and companionship as we journey into the multiplayer mode.
Okay, hey guys, today we're gonna be trying our new game. I'll be player 1, so I'll choose Mega Man.
And I'll be the player 2 and I'll choose Batman.
Okay, let's start up the match to see who wins.
Okay. I'll win probably.
No, we'll let luck decide. Let's see. So I rolled a 3 and you rolled a 1, so I win. You want to try again?
Oh no. I'm a loser. Yeah, sure.
Okay, let's try one more time.
Wait, can I be a player 1 now?
Okay, you can be player 1, so who do you want to pick?
I'll play Patrick.
You'll pick Patrick? Okay, then I'll choose Phoenix Wright.
Okay.
Let's see who wins this time.
This time I'm winning.
You rolled a 3 and I rolled a 6. So I won again.
Whoa. I think the game is not right.
Thank you for exploring Lucky Legends with us today. We've embraced the challenge of creating this game without a back end, and we hope you've enjoyed the glimpse into our world. Your support means the world to us. Stay tuned for more gaming adventures, and thank you for being a part of our journey. Feel free to ask any questions if you have.